Most retirees never realize this until it's too late. But the moment your spouse passes away, your entire financial system quietly resets. Your tax status changes from married to single, your deductions shrink, and your retirement income starts behaving completely differently if your lifestyle stays the same. What feels like a stable retirement can suddenly turn into a silent tax trap, where the IRS begins taking more money every year without any obvious warning. And the most dangerous part is this: nothing feels broken on the surface, but underneath, your wealth starts leaking in ways most families never notice until thousands are already gone. If you think wealthy retirees stay rich just because they save more money, you're wrong. The real secret is not what they own, it's what they stop doing. Because in retirement, wealth doesn't disappear in one big crash. It disappears quietly through taxes, bad timing, emotional decisions, and financial habits that most people never question. And today, you'll see the exact 7 behaviors that protect wealth for life. Most retirees believe retirement is a finished stage of life, but in reality it is a constantly changing tax system. In the United States, your financial rules are not fixed forever. They shift as income changes, withdrawals begin, and life events happen. The most powerful shift comes when one spouse passes away, because at that moment your entire tax identity changes from married to single. And that single change can reshape everything you thought was stable. Wealthy retirees stop thinking that traditional IRAs are safe by default. On paper, these accounts look perfect: tax-deferred growth, long-term compounding, and flexible withdrawals. But in reality, they become dangerous when your tax status changes. After the loss of a spouse, the same withdrawals are taxed under single brackets, which are tighter and less forgiving. Without increasing income, taxes quietly rise and reduce real purchasing power. They also stop assuming that their tax situation will stay predictable in retirement. For example, a couple with a $1 million IRA may feel financially secure. But after one spouse passes away, required withdrawals continue under a completely different tax structure. That shift can increase Medicare premiums, raise taxable Social Security income, push the survivor into higher tax brackets without any change in lifestyle or spending. Wealthy retirees stop treating their home as emotionally untouchable wealth with no financial consequences. A paid-off house feels safe, stable, and permanent. But when its value grows significantly over decades, it becomes a major financial decision point. After the loss of a spouse, decisions like staying, downsizing, or selling become emotionally driven, and emotional timing often leads to avoidable tax exposure and reduced long-term wealth efficiency. They also stop making housing decisions without long-term tax awareness. A home purchased for $200,000 might now be worth over $1.5 million, which looks like success on paper. But wealthy retirees understand that timing matters. Selling too early or too late, especially during emotional transitions, can trigger unnecessary tax consequences or reduce optimization opportunities that could have been planned years in advance. Another major habit wealthy retirees stop is reacting emotionally to investment accounts. Brokerage portfolios often look safe because of step-up and basis rules, but that does not eliminate tax strategy needs. After a spouse passes away, investment decisions become emotionally sensitive. Some people sell too quickly out of fear, while others hold too long out of uncertainty, and both behaviors slowly reduce long-term portfolio efficiency. They also stop ignoring the hidden risk inside large retirement accounts, like 401ks and pensions. These accounts may look like financial security, but they are fully taxable when withdrawn. After a spouse's death, required distributions continue under single tax brackets, which are less forgiving. Combined with rising healthcare costs and inflation, these withdrawals can slowly turn wealth into a predictable tax liability over time. Wealthy retirees stop believing that retirement success is only about accumulation. Instead, they focus on withdrawal strategy and tax efficiency. Two retirees can have the same net worth on paper, but completely different outcomes depending on how they manage income after life changes. One adjusts strategically and preserves wealth, while the other continues old habits and slowly loses money through inefficiency. They also stop making financial decisions during emotional transitions without a plan. Grief, uncertainty, and pressure often lead to rushed choices, selling assets too quickly or avoiding decisions entirely. Wealthy retirees understand that the biggest losses do not come from market crashes, but from timing mistakes made during emotionally difficult periods when clarity is lowest. Another habit they stop is ignoring how tax brackets change after a spouse passes away. Many families continue the same withdrawal patterns they used as a couple, not realizing that the system now treats them as a single filer. That alone can push income into higher taxation zones and quietly reduce retirement sustainability without any visible warning signs at first. Wealthy retirees also stop underestimating how slowly wealth leaks over time. It does not vanish in one event. It erodes through taxes, inflation, poor timing, and lack of adjustment. The key difference is awareness. Those who understand these shifts early are able to adjust withdrawals, rebalance income, and protect long-term stability even after major life changes. Finally, wealthy retirees stop believing that retirement planning is something you do once and forget. Instead, they treat it as a living system that must adapt with life events. Death of a spouse is not just an emotional moment, it is a financial reset. And those who prepare for that reset in advance are the ones who stay financially stable for life. Because in the end, wealth is not just about what you build during your working years. It is about what you are able to protect when life changes unexpectedly. And the biggest difference between losing money and keeping it is knowing what to stop doing before it's too late. So the real question is this: are you truly prepared for what happens to your retirement when life changes unexpectedly? Because protecting wealth is not just about earning more, it's about understanding these hidden shifts before they cost you everything. If you found this video valuable, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Wealth Vision for more deep insights on retirement planning, taxes, and wealth protection strategies. Because here at Wealth Vision, we don't just talk about building wealth, we talk about keeping it for life.